Okay, let's do this. She streamed an hour ago. Oh, come on, let's go look. Let's go look. She's smoking that Obsidian pack. She's smoking an Obsidian pack.
Thank you guys for joining me for a late night chat. Yeah, we really did it.
Uh-oh.
I was trying to switch it up and hold up.
She danced on this nigga's grave. She danced on his on Obsidian's YouTube grave right now, son. Shout out to Keisha's Educated Keisha, Hood Keisha, Scamming Keisha, Escort Keisha, Dark Skin Keisha, Light Skin Keisha, Weave Keisha, Curly Haired Keisha. Shout out to y'all. As dysfunctional as y'all may be, when it's time to put foot to ass, the men will cower. Let's go.
A microphone in hand.
Extended stay tonight. Doing an extra hour. We're gonna cover this. I want to cover this. Let's go.
To be a little less formal, but
talk your shit, girl. Talk your shit.
But you know, hashtag Black Women in Tech. We did our troubleshooting and we figured it out. But this is happening for me, not to me. I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to just refine the messages and streamline them a little bit. From I'm sure what you can tell, the thing that I've been talking about for a minute has happened.
Okay.
Last week, I made a follow-up video. You know, let's start from the very beginning. Okay, so since the beginning of the year, I have been discussing this thing that I am calling digital terrorism. And I describe digital terrorism as the use of cyberstalking, harassment, bullying, doxing, threats to achieve political aims.
She is glowing, yes.
And the definition of that became concretized for me when I was seeing what was happening with Claudine Gay. And after that, I got so many more messages about other women who have experienced similar kinds of harassment and online torment. And people send me links, and I was trying to find a thread, a follow through, like what connects all of our experiences. And generally, it's the kind of worldview that the people who have decided to take aim at us share. And so, as I have outlined here and on my newsletter, KimberlyInfoster.substack.com, for the past year, a so-called leader of the Black manosphere has been harassing not only me, but my romantic partner nonstop. And he's done it gleefully and in public, and he's bragged about it. And I have repeatedly gone to anybody I could at YouTube, anybody that I know personally. I have utilized the automated systems to report obvious violations of community guidelines. I've done the little, creator YouTube partner chat.
Hey. Raw B, Sexy Red, y'all pay attention, take notes. I'm just saying, let's go.
And said, hey, what's going on? And we finally started to make a little bit of headway last week after I really said, look, this cannot go on. And I thought last week that the person that I'm calling the digital terrorist, TDT, I thought his channel at that point had been removed. I did not know that you could hide your channel on YouTube. I had no clue. I'd never heard of that. So I went to his page and saw that it was gone, and I celebrated.
Thought he could hide the channel. Thought he was doing something smart. Obsidian's not smart, you guys. He's not. But let's continue. Go ahead, sis. Talk your shit.
Prematurely. And when I found out that I had celebrated prematurely, I was so heartbroken because the past year has been horrible. Emotionally.
I agree. He
financially.
Deserves this.
Look, YouTube is not just a thing that I do for fun. It's not just entertainment. It's not just a place that I hang out. It's a workplace. And so imagine if every time you came to your workplace, you knew to expect all kinds of nasty, ridiculous lies. You knew that your partner was going to be lied on, targeted. You knew that you were going to be gaslit about your experience. Yeah, I maybe uploaded on this channel a handful of videos because for me, it just wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't worth it. I sent another email, a pretty serious email to the people I knew again at YouTube, expressing anger, sadness, disappointment. And I just decided to check my YouTube reports, and I saw that those channels had officially been removed. So I'll start by showing you guys what I see.
Done. You cannot come back from that, Obsidian. You are not Tommy Sotomayor. You don't have the fan base of Fresh and Fit. It's over for you, buddy. Nobody's going to Rumble for your new channel. By all means, start a new channel, come back to YouTube, but it'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. Ain't gonna be no more Playboard bragging for y'all. Ain't gonna be no more, I was the 17th most super chatted person on YouTube last month. Money's already gone, bruh. Ain't gonna be no more Playboy bragging for you niggas. But let's continue. I'm riding with Keisha. Keisha, you got room? Let me in the car, girl. You can drive, but let me in.
When I check my YouTube reports. So for people who don't know, you can report users and videos and channels and comments, YouTube shorts that you feel violate the community guidelines. I'm gonna be honest with you. Disappointment, disgust is not even like a strong enough word for how deeply those systems failed me over the last year.
Is that her natural hair? Because I think that's her natural hair. Okay, let's go.
But they are available. So let me go ahead and share what I see. Okay, so I had reported a couple of videos for harassment as well as for sexual content. I know for sure.
Okay, so she's a 54-year-old baby mama with 2 baby daddies. Says, now I'm ready for you. Shaking my head. That was reported on the 26th. Removed. This one also, are black men's biggest problem white patriarchy or black women? She reported harassment or bullying. This is harassing me, she said. Removed. Bernard Riley. Edward Anderson. Y'all should be very, very nervous. All y'all need to do is piss off the right woman. Obsidian pissed off the right woman. You two clowns, and a lot of you have not pissed off the right woman just yet. But keep on this path. You will meet your match. And we will be here to, to do this. We gonna be here to play songs like this.
The most recent report was still available. So after I reported the main channel, which was this one, he decided to go to a backup channel and unfortunately for him was uploading similar kinds of content. So I reported this video because it had a video that included my face, my words, content from my YouTube channel juxtaposed next to softcore porn.
See, can't do that. And I believe that was the sip and suck that he accused her of being on the sip and suck when she never did. Keep on playing these games with these women. As dumb as you think they are, as childlike as you think they are, as just flighty and just disrespectful or race traitory. Doesn't matter, man, what you think these women are. When it's time to kick your ass, that's what they gonna do. As soon as you jump. Come on.
You can see when you click that one, it says that channel has been terminated. And we can go back. And this is for the original channel. When you click this one, it says that channel has also been terminated. So unlike last time where I didn't know that you could just hide your channel to try to evade content strikes or community guidelines violations, this is it. This is the real thing. And I'm glad, but I have to say, this truly feels like a Pyrrhic victory. It feels in many ways hollow because of how much I have had to sacrifice to get here. The time, the mental and emotional energy, the tears, the money, right? And retaining lawyers.
Okay.
The guilt I feel for subjecting my boyfriend to this over the past year.
Okay.
This is a small win, but I am still infuriated by how much it took to get here.
I don't think she's done with Obsidian. This woman sounds like she's here for the long haul. She sounds like she's here for a war, not a fight. The fight was removing the videos in the channel. The war, I think she wants this nigga completely off the internet. She's ready for war. She ain't done with Obsidian. And you better hope she don't focuses on any of you other niggas that hang with Obsidian. Right? Why? You can't just deal with one. You're like a cancer. We got to cut all you motherfuckers out. Come on, let's go.
And
wait, let me just say this. I bet you ain't nobody gonna mention this woman's name in their videos. I bet you never one of them niggas gonna talk about this woman. I guarantee it. Let's go.
Rest to the really nice, very generous and caring people that I have built a relationship with at YouTube. What does it say that me, Kimberly, who has hundreds of thousands of subscribers and personal relationships with actual people who work at the company, can't get people to address the clear policy violations? What does that say for somebody who has 20,000 subscribers? How is somebody who doesn't have the personal emails of people who work at YouTube supposed to get that addressed? I am so thankful to the people who have helped me. I really am. And I genuinely feel bad, and I apologize today because I probably was harsher in my tone than they deserved. Because I'm so tired. I was so tired and forlorn and weary, but I do deeply appreciate them because I know that we would not be here if they had not taken me seriously. I'm really grateful for that.
You got the right one. Come on.
So here we are. I know that he has said that he has lots of other channels that he can just pop up. Please let me know if you see one of those channels pop up.
Man, listen, he ain't listen.
I would like to report them. I also want to thank here, as I mentioned in that last video, I knew that in order to get this done, I was going to have to build a case, and it was going to have to be a rock solid case. And
wait, Jay Jermaine, my bad, y'all. On a $10 cash app, he said I'm donating to not see this, son. No, bro. We gonna keep following PPR. I'm a responsible content creator. I want to see how his transition continues. I want to see how, you know what I'm saying? I'm vested into it now.
The women who before me had discussed their experiences with this man helped me to build that rock solid case. There are some red pill men, I'll be honest. Not to shout out the red pill men, but there have been a couple of red pill men who we do not share. We do not share values. We do not share goals. We do not share politics. But they also helped me to build a case.
Oh.
And I appreciate that.
So you had Obsidian's ops conspire against him. No loyalty amongst you men. But that's nothing we didn't know already. When it comes to a woman, there's no loyalty. So she just said some of her ops that are in the red pill could help conspire against him. Et tu, Brute. Let's continue.
I would prefer if you were not a misogynist. I would prefer that. I would prefer if you were not sexist, but I guess in this particular case, thank you. I have some thoughts that I've written down. The manosphere have to learn not to play with feminists. Look, I wish that those people would not play with anybody.
Okay. I like that response.
I'm not that special. You know, I'm not better than anybody else who gets harassed by these people.
Okay, I like her response.
I might have a little bit of a louder voice,
okay,
a little bit of a bigger platform, but nobody should have to do this.
I like her response. I like that. Okay.
He has a rumble. Whatever. I don't really give a fuck about that.
Nah, because ain't nobody gonna go over there. She wants you off YouTube, bruh.
Things like this happen.
Wow, Gabe.
All too often on YouTube.
Look at Gabe, y'all. Look at Gabe A. Gabe A, you ain't. Boy, Gabe A is like #1 troll. He said he has a rumble with your face on there as well. You already spun the block. Now it's time to bend the block. Hey, Gabe A, you ain't. Gabe A is a damn fool, y'all. Let's go.
YouTube, they do not prioritize being fair and balanced for all. If it did, you would not have had to deal with this for so long. Okay.
Gabe A.
I don't think he's allowed to create another channel on YouTube. He is not. He is not. Okay, so I have some notes. some thoughts here.
Come on, sis.
So this video is called Don't Call It a Victory Lap, because I guess it's a win because of what happened last week. I am afraid to celebrate too hard. I know that my harassment is not going to stop. It's just going to be halted in that manner on YouTube. I know that he has said in his red pill chambers that he is going to try to file harassment charges on me.
Huh.
Just saying that stuff in public, saying it to people, that you're going to try to ruin my life by accusing me of harassment. So I know that it's not going to stop. I was fatigued yesterday because Tishka sent something, to my lawyer telling me that she would stop this back and forth if I agreed to never talk about her again or use those images to detail what has happened to me over the past year.
Oh, who's Tishka? Wait, that's Miss Brown Sugar? Oh, that's Obsidian's. That's right, because she was going at both of them. That's her name, Tishka? So now Tishka wants to wave the white flag? Wow. That's crazy.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Uh-oh.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Look at sexy red messy ass. Look at ass. Terrible, y'all, terrible. Let's go.
So I was annoyed by that because, every time a lawyer sends an email, that's a check. I wanted to use this time to just really quickly talk about the things that I have learned. First and foremost, when I was really in the thick of this and feeling overwhelmed and feeling honestly helpless, I am so glad that I 97% of the time kept my shit together. As I've said before, I knew that I just had to keep my shit together long enough for that man to tell on himself and give me enough.
Okay.
Where I could present it.
Okay.
And the case for his removal from this platform would be undeniable.
This ain't going to court. Obsidian has no money to take anybody to court.
If I were giving advice to somebody who is experiencing this and trying to talk to these platforms, I would say, or if I had to give myself advice, I'd say, Kimberly, know when to hold them and know when to Karen.
Listen, Cancer Moon, this is where you're wrong, respectfully. Nobody was checking for Harriet. Nobody. Obsidian goes out of his way to look for black feminists to argue, to get their attention, hoping to bait them into a debate. No, that's child's play. It's like pulling a girl's hair in class. Like, I like you, I want your attention, I'm gonna pull your hair. Ain't nobody got time for that. This man is pushing 60. No, YouTube did right. No one's gonna sit here and say YouTube was wrong for taking. We've been saying this for years. That first gender war was because of him. But if you haven't been here long enough, you wouldn't know. So no one's gonna agree with you. Sorry.
I've in all of these videos that y'all are sending me and the screenshots, and I know he likes to say, "Oh, she's being a Karen. She's being a Karen." Well, I'm a black woman, so aimlessly being a Karen and shrieking and jumping up and down doesn't work. Exactly. But I will say that using my platform, using my voice, and having solid, airtight receipts helped. Yeah, I understand the squeaky wheel gets the grease, but that is not it. I have indisputable, irrefutable, clear receipts. And because, as I mentioned before, this man is a chatty patty, right? Why, if you are trying to flout YouTube's community guidelines, detections, and their copyright detections and get away from content strikes, why are you doing interviews about how you're evading the system? That's dumb as hell. Mm-hmm. But one thing that has come up for me over and over again in this is whenever he is making allegations against me, there's no receipts. There's no evidence. Where's the video? Where's the screenshots? I knew that the only way that I was going to have a chance for people to take me seriously here was to make sure I had as much as possible. Last week, I had the privilege of talking to somebody who works in trust and safety at another social media platform. And I will say that despite the anguish that this has brought me over the past year, I do appreciate the people who have reached out to me to help and the connections that I've made and the things that I've learned in this process. And I had a conversation with him, and he told me some things that could help me, and I'm going to share them because maybe they can help you if you're also experiencing harassment. His number one thing was have a paper trail, have ample receipts. And he said to me, the quickest way to do this, to get this person removed from the platform so that he can't do any more harm, is to make the decision to remove him easy. He said to me that the surest way to have this man removed was not by pointing to all of the times that he published videos with my face next to softcore porn, or all of the times that he had explicitly harassed, mocked, defamed my partner. It was to go for something that is black and white. He said objectivity is your friend.
Okay.
Because the people who make these decisions do not want to be responsible for making a subjective decision.
Yo,
So
take notes. She's spitting some. Kuda, this is game right here. Kuda, this is game right here. What she's spitting, this is real game. Y'all better be taking notes. Content creators, take notes of what this woman just did, said, is doing.
something like, and I'm saying this publicly because I'm telling the truth, right? I'm not stupid like that man. I'm sorry. I'm not an idiot and detailing things that are not only morally and ethically wrong, but literally illegal, talking about false criminal charges. He said that because we're living in a post-Twitter files world, the Twitter files were after Elon Musk acquired Twitter, he released all of these documents about how left-leaning Twitter was and how they banned right-wing users for things they don't ban left-wing people from. That trust and safety at these social media platforms do not want to have to make subjective content decisions. So you have to present to them something that is a clear black and white violation of the platform's policy. That was really helpful for me. So I was able to do that. He underscored that nobody wants to lose their job for having made a decision that could potentially be debatable. So they will just pass the buck along, you know?
Interesting.
So I really appreciate him. I wanted to, in a dream world, we would do an interview, but he's like, no, I don't want to be harassed. And I don't blame him. But that was really helpful in helping me build this last case. This experience, as well as the previous Barb's experience, has radicalized me around the issue of cyber harassment, digital terrorism, and I do want to help people. If you're experiencing something similar, feel free to reach out. I can offer you the help that I can. I'll say it took me a year, so, you know, like, I don't know. It took me a long time.
Oh, boy. You created a monster in this woman. None of y'all better not ever come across a radar target system. She better not catch wind. Y'all better listen. Candyman. Kimberly is Candyman. Don't you dare say her name. Don't you dare say for Harriet, Kimberly Foster. She will show up.
But I think that now that I have more insight into these processes, hopefully I can be of some help. That's that. I also want to underscore that I will never stop talking about this experience, what happened to me, the participants in what happened, you know.
She can go on tour with this. She can turn this into a mini city tour about digital terrorism. There could be a whole brand new format, a format to raise awareness about online digital terrorism. You done gave this woman the means to create her own little mini industry, digital terrorism. She can tell her story as a victim, what methods she used to overcome and persevere, and how she achieved victory. You gave this woman a mini industry to be the forefront of. Wow. Good job, Obsidian. Good job. Great job.
Mark Robinson and Tishka Smith. I will never stop discussing it. I will
That's their real names, Mark Robinson and Tishka Smith. Tishka Smith is Ms. Brown Sugar. Mark Robinson. Sounds like a record exec that I know by the same name. Let's continue.
Stop saying those people's names. It would literally take a court order. I will never, because they are disgusting people. They are disgusting, morally reprehensible people. These 50
Cancer Moon, doesn't matter. Your opinions does not matter. What took place, everybody agreed upon. He harassed her, was harassing her. He went overboard. Doesn't matter. Your opinion does not matter. The truth of the matter is he took it too far. The truth of the matter is he found the right one. The truth of the matter is YouTube made the right call. Because I don't see nobody arguing against YouTube for the removal of Cynthia G. Nobody disagrees with YouTube with that. All right, then. You can't have it both ways. Let's not do that.
55-year-old people should be ashamed of their behavior. But I don't endorse harassment. I don't endorse cyber stalking. I don't endorse, I don't know, threatening people or calling up their jobs or whatever.
She's going to get paid off this.
Don't do that.
Yeah, speaking engagements, the whole gamut.
Yeah. But I am going to continue to discuss factual events and offer the public my commentary about factual events.
Mm-hmm.
I am upset at this point, not just because of how YouTube as a platform failed me, honestly, in a really spectacular way. Now I am upset by the abuse of, what in my opinion is an abuse of the criminal legal system to keep this going.
Now, here's the problem I see with this. I'm happy for her, but now YouTube is going to make another adjustment to the community guideline rules. Some more cyberbullying or harassment rules are going to get even more stricter and more tighter, which brings more pressure upon us content creators, us other content creators that had nothing to do with this. So now you done made it hot for everybody, especially melanated content creators. Yeah, this is great for her, but it's going to be hell on the rest of us. Absolute utter hell. And now I know Bernard is watching this. I know the rest of you goofballs are watching this woman. Y'all should be extremely, extremely worried. Hell, I'm worried and I don't even do this. You know, even I'm like, damn, let me make sure I do some extra safe shit for the next 6 months.
What I would love is to never have to think about these people ever again. I would love to never have to interact with them via a surrogate, via an attorney, via counsel ever again. They are scum, in my opinion. But we're still in it. And we're probably going to be in it for a long time. Okay. What else do we got here? I guess I will go back and add some moderators.
Okay, let me speed this up a bit.
So as I mentioned I'll just say it again, right? Mark has been caught many times recently and in the past saying that he likes to bring Black women down a peg.
Okay, here we go.
That this is fun for him, that this is a game for him, that this is jokes for him. And that ethos, that MO seems to be pretty common over there.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
If that MO is as widespread as it appears to be, all of that shit does need to be shut down.
The fuck did I just tell y'all? What did I just tell y'all? If she catches wind of any of y'all doing that extra shit, she ain't, and once again, she's come for war and ain't just gonna stop it at Obsidian. She's gonna go after everybody that she feels that she can prove is doing some crazy shit. It was nice knowing a lot of y'all. It was nice knowing a lot of y'all. Y'all should be shooketh. Y'all should be Wow. She ain't playing. And she knows how to do it. She got a team behind her that's going to help her do it. You got men on the other side that's going to help her do it as well. Because, you know, you're going to have a few guys that are going to want to stay on her good side, even though they're, you know, misogynist. Like, hey, listen, let me show you how, I'm not that bad. Let me help you. Just, give me grace. Give me safe passage.
Free speech is protected. This shit is not.
Y'all better not
as I
say
said
her
before,
name.
when I
Y'all-
said that the manosphere is a public health crisis, I meant not just in the way that it presents harms for the men who get caught up in it. It's a public health crisis because it seems to me that a central part of the way they operate is by tormenting Black women.
Here we go.
Why was that man for a year randomly throwing up video of my face next to porn?
Here we go.
It seems to me he thought that shit is funny. That's a joke. Like I said, this is my workplace. Where else is it cool for somebody to put your face next to porn in your workplace? Anyway, I'm glad I won't have to worry about that here again.
My thing is this, J. Jermaine. My thing is this. This crop of online men failed to do with what older men would have done, would have paid her no mind. I don't argue if y'all, a lot of these dudes claim to be men. I don't argue with the woman. I don't argue with women. But what do? Argue with women. You think my dad's gonna argue with his wife? You think I'm gonna argue with her? I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you do in real time kind of brings its way over to online, like how you truly operate. Had the majority of men just said, listen, we're just gonna do us. They're gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. Indifference, wall of silence, whatever you want to pick. Call it whatever you want. Should have paid these motherfuckers no mind. You can't stop them anyway. At best, be like, and keep it moving. She'd be like, and keep it moving. David Carroll behind the scene. See, y'all don't want to talk. I ain't here for David Carroll stuff. But this old nigga was trying to get some pussy behind the scenes too, behind the whole, the black woman. The majority, all of this is sexual frustration because she won't pick you, won't give you no time of day. You want to fuck her, she not giving you a slot to do. That's all this is. What the fuck I'm arguing with women? We don't argue with women, right? But should have just never paid them no mind. Now you done created a monster that's gonna create other monsters. These other monsters are gonna be inspired by this monster, right? Once again, the Chomo already took his video down, and that chick she ain't nowhere near as dangerous as Fort Harriet. So y'all scared off regular chicks. All right, come on, let's go.
And I promise y'all, if I see you repost it, see, there's a big difference, when, I can't say it. Look, there's a difference between fair use, right? Commenting on an image or a video and posting softcore porn on YouTube. One of those things is legally protected and the other is not. And unfortunately, Mark and Tishka are seeing which one of those are legally protected.
Mark and Tishka.
Oh, the other positive news is Tishka did try to take down 3 of my videos because I commented on an image that she had taken.
That was the image of Miss Brown Sugar with Tarana Burke, the creator of Me Too. That was the image that Obsidian was hitting everybody with copyright strikes for. And I know he did that to Sexy Red and a couple other people. It was that image there that he's trying to hit people with copyright copyright strikes for? Right? That's what she's talking about. Come on.
All of those copyright strikes are gone. So I don't have any more copyright strikes on my videos anymore. So I'm fancy free. So that's positive. What else? I want to move on to the next part of my life. I feel like I was in a cycle of abuse. I do feel like I was in a cycle of abuse.
She done tagged you as an abuser now, bruh. Doesn't matter if it's online or physical. She's tagged you as an abuser. And that's how she's going to frame you and portray you, Obsidian, as an abuser. And those that hang with Obsidian, you're going to be known as abusers too. Theo, y'all better get away from this dude. He's a cancer. He's a liability to y'all. Sir Tyson and all you other dudes that want to have manosphere conclaves with Obsidian. Y'all gonna be in the chopping block, and we gonna be here playing these goddamn songs in y'all memories and y'all YouTube memories. Come on.
What is Darvo? Deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender role.
Yes, that is a module of behavior, abusive behavior patterns. Darvo. She's on her. She knows her shit. This is a sharp woman.
You know, this man had said all kinds of heinous shit about me, weird, malicious shit about me and my boyfriend. And
okay, Cancer Moon, no disrespect. You're not a content creator, so you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Respectfully.
Now, and I know he's just gonna turn it up, trying to play the victim. How pathetic. How pathetic is it that these strong masculine alpha men
here we go
are now going to claim that little old me, Kimberly, that I'm the bully, that I'm the harasser. Again, I knew that I would not be able to get this done without keeping meticulous evidence. That's the other good thing about being raised by a Black woman who had to navigate corporate.
Uh-oh.
Where are the receipts? Where's the evidence? I'm everywhere on social media. Present it. Okay, what else do I have here? Oh, my final thing here is also that low key, this experience also makes me want to go to law school. This has made me want to go to law school. Do I need to get a law degree?
Nice.
In having all of these conversations with so many lawyers. Oh my gosh. I'm like, do I need to go back to school? Because I need to know. I need to know more. I need to be able to make my own. I need to know every precedent. I need to. So I'm not joking, you guys. I really might go to law school. Like after this, I will never stop being a content creator. I love this so much. I just might become a content creator with a law degree. I'm not joking. That is how immersed I have been in that over the past.
Look what you've created this person to do. Look what you've inspired this woman to do. A year ago, she would have never entertained the idea of law school. Thank you, Obsidian. Good job. Look what you've created.
4 or 5 months.
And his creation, what he's created is going to be hell for everybody else. Mainly Black men that talk in no spaces. Kuda, bring your ass back home, bruh. Y'all better not say this woman's name. Not disrespectfully.
So I might go to SMU. I'm not joking. I might go to SMU law school. So be on the lookout for that. Oh, finally. I would just take law courses at a local community college.
Okay, let's continue.
Going to school and then going, I made the decision. I'll have to look more into it.
Okay, is there anything else?
How has your mother reacted to this? I appreciate that my family is not extremely online. And I'm grateful that they're not extremely online. Generally, people who only use the internet in passing, when you explain to them what's happening, they honestly can't even conceive of it. And I'm kind of grateful for that.
Right, because it wouldn't make no sense to anybody that doesn't live online.
Because anytime I lay out everything that has happened, people horrified is an understatement. Their minds are literally blown. When I start pulling up the screenshots of him posting his picture next to my boyfriend's picture and doing who wore it best, people literally cannot fucking believe that.
Yeah, he did that on his community tab. He sure did.
I'm glad that my mom, despite her being a mechanical engineer, doesn't really know how to use the internet like that, because I just think that would be too much for her. I just say, I'm going through some things. I'm going through some shit.
Wow, let me I'm gonna end it right there, y'all. Where my fellow petty shout out to Erica, aka Petty LaBelle. Thank you for the 5 on the super chat. Y'all folks making too much money off these platforms to play with you. You will not play with their image. Listen. Let's continue. Anything else?
First-time donor, long-time viewer, your work has inspired me to pursue an education in communications with a focus on social media. I love that for you. Somebody else said, I started watching you in undergrad and I'm about to get my PhD and I want to do this. I'm like, that's crazy. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay. So shout out to y'all.
All right. You done inspired a whole bunch of good job, man. Shit. You know, I'm conflicted on this because I have a daughter. I'm conflicted because I would want this. If she were my daughter, yeah, I would have to come. It wouldn't be no talking. So, shout out to Kimberly Foster, aka For Harry, aka Candy Woman. I guarantee there ain't gonna be no videos made about this woman in a disparaging light. I can guarantee that ain't nan nigga gonna make any video about this woman in a disparaging negative light. Y'all gonna say her, y'all gonna put some respect on her name. That's what you will do. So